Hey guys, me Astro, today guys, I'm going to give you guys my Manchester City versus Real Madrid reaction. Okay, and by the way, in this video, guys, I'm not going to make a very detailed match review. This isn't going to be a long match review. I just want to give you guys my quick thoughts real quick. On the day, man, Manchester City, they deservedly went through. They're going to the quarterfinals. They outplayed Real Madrid both home and away from home, and we're simply too much for Real Madrid. Real Madrid could not stand much of a chance here. And before we go on further in this video, I want to say that I have to give Pep Guardiola, man, is one of the world's best managers. And he proved it once again today. He made a bold selection. He used Gundogan on this game, which a lot of people didn't expect. I think a lot of people were expecting maybe Bernardo or even David Silva to play. He brought in Gundogan, which was such a big decision, probably for his defensive work. And then he started Phil Foden as a false nine, which is a big, bold decision. And putting Gabriel Jesus on the wing. And that proved to turn out really good. That was a great decision from Pep Guardiola, and he proved his masterclass, man. Pep Guardiola, for me, is one of the world's best managers, okay? And for me, he's always done it a very clever way. In the Bernabeu, he didn't even do a 4-3-3. He played a 4-1-4-1, which shocked Real Madrid, and Real Madrid couldn't defend that, couldn't go against that. And Raheem Sterling, man, his high pace, his acceleration, man, caused Real Madrid so many problems. As for Real Madrid, Zinedine Zidane rolled out with his classic 4-3-3. Nothing really too much surprising on this one. Probably the biggest surprise, I would say, is probably Eden Hazard that was starting. And maybe another big surprise is that Vinicius Jr. didn't even take any part in this game whatsoever. Vinicius Jr. for me in that first leg was probably the best player Real Madrid had on the day. He was so good. He stayed switched on. And remember, guys, he provided that assist for Isco to score. So, like I said before, guys, Vinicius not starting is a big decision. I'm pretty surprised Vinicius didn't start here. So I think it was a that was a bad decision from Zidane. And for me in this game, Zidane never acted. As soon as Real Madrid conceded, he never looked scared. He looks kind of like, okay. And then he never seemed reactionary. And then finally decided to bring on a lot of strikers and try to desperately get a result. And it was really like a panic substitution. I would say 70th minute. And when I saw he did that, I knew in this game that Manchester City, Real Madrid were not going to get back in the game. They looked defeated. After that goal, Gabriel Jesus scored, it was game over. Real Madrid did not look to give up a fight. Maybe they could have tried to claw their way back in, maybe try to get a second goal, maybe even get a third goal, and maybe make it 4-4 and advance our away goals. That was not going to happen. It was just not going to happen. And you got to give credit here to Manchester City here. You got to give credit here to Manchester City. Manchester City played really well on the day. And like I said before, guys, Manchester City, they're looking like the team to beat in the Champions League. Although we haven't seen Bayern yet, so we'll see how Bayern plays tomorrow, and we'll see who the favorites are. Because like I said, guys, Bayern is red hot, man. It's red hot. So we'll see how that happens tomorrow. Anyways, let's go ahead and break down the goals. So the first goal took place in the 9th minute of the game when Varane tries to be a little cheeky here and tries to make a back pass to Courtois. Guess what? He couldn't even pass it because Gabriel Jesus pounces on it and he gives it to Sterling, and Sterling puts that back. Then Eder Militao tried to clear the ball, and it wasn't enough, and Raheem Sterling gives Manchester City that early lead. Like I said, that early lead was always going to be crucial for me. Because if Manchester City were to get that goal, because Manchester City getting that goal very early in the game killed any doubts for me that Real Madrid would get back in the game, Because when you get scored within the first 10 minutes of the game, there's a seeming sense of doubt upon the opposition. And Real Madrid, at that point, they were trailing 3-1 on aggregate. They had to score at least 3 goals to progress and make it 3-1. Okay? And it just didn't really look like happening. Real Madrid, they stood firm, they stood strong, and Rodrigo, man. Rodrigo was brilliant on the day. I would say he was probably Real Madrid's best player. Rodrigo drifts past. Let's talk about the second goal. Rodrigo drifts past Joao Cancelo like he wasn't even there, and he makes a good cross for Karim Benzema to put it in the back of the net to make it 1-1. And at that point, I knew that this game was maybe going to be close. I was still confident that Manchester City were going to go through, and that Real Madrid, they clawed their way back in. They got a goal. And that's how it ended. That's how the first half ended, 1-1. And the second half, another mistake by Varane. He missed the initial header, and guess what, guys? Varane messed up the header again. Gabriel Jesus pounces on it once again, and Gabriel Jesus puts in the back of the net. I mean, are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Varane, man, what are you doing, man? Varane, this was a horrible game for Rafael Varane. This was so embarrassing. And like I said before, guys, and Manchester City held on strong for a 2-1 win. Like I said before, guys, and I would say the man of the match for Manchester City here is probably Gabriel Jesus. He was the guy that scored, that provided the assist for the first goal, got the second goal. He was the best player on the day for Manchester City, and Sterling as well. Sterling had a great contribution. Kevin De Bruyne was excellent. And like I said before, guys, I mean, Real Madrid just didn't look up for it, you know. Real Madrid didn't look like they would want to. They didn't care about this game. It almost seemed like they didn't even want to win this game or even try to make more of a fight. And Zinedine Zidane is knocked out in the Champions League for the first time in his managerial career, which is pretty impressive. I mean, pretty sad for him, obviously, and pretty impressive that Pep Guardiola beat him at home and away from home, 4-2 on aggregate. Impressive stuff, man. And Manchester City, man, if they can sort of their defensive issues, because like I said, guys, they got to man mark him, because that man marking for that Real Madrid goal was very poor. If they sorted their defensive issues, I genuinely think they can be a team that I genuinely think they can win the Champions League. I think they can win the Champions League. And honestly, it's going to be very interesting how they're going to play against Bayern Munich. Because for me, if they do play Bayern Munich, that's going to be the game in which is going to be very interesting. And I'm very curious to see how that's going to turn out. So like I said before, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, guys, I just want to make this very brief on the day. Like I said, guys, the players I thought for Real Madrid that were pretty impressive were Ferland Mendy. I thought Ferland Mendy was pretty good on the day. Rodrigo was pretty good. Karim Benzema was decent. Courtois was decent too. Courtois was decent. The only, like I said before, guys, Courtois, he couldn't do anything about those 2 goals. It was just really unexpected. And Courtois did everything he could. And unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Okay. Hazard wasn't that good, in my opinion. Benzema was decent. Rodrigo was good. Cruz was kind of anomalous. Casemiro was pretty anomalous. Modric was anomalous. Militao was great. And Carvajal, yeah. As for Manchester City, I'd say everyone from Manchester City was great. Manchester City, they played well as a unit. And like I said before, guys, so that's about it. So let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. Is there anything I missed that is huge for this game? If there is, please let me know in the comments section below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Peace out. Congrats to Manchester City.